Viewer discretion is advised.
Listen, before we go into any of that again, can everybody hear me? Hello, hello? Angie, can you hear me? It said I had audio this entire time, and I don't know why it lied to me, and I'm devastated that I had, it was really funny. I was kind of funny. I think I was funny. Maybe I don't even think I'm funny. I'm not still muted, jerk off. God, I hate every man in my life. Okay, guys, I'm quiet. There is no pleasing you. I've literally never been told I was quiet. Is that better? Oh, it was just you. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I blasted people's ears. Guys, let's redo. Happy Saturday. It is a happy Saturday. It is a great Saturday. It is a Saturday to be celebrated. And I have drink. I'm pretty sure Envy already got started before I did. Rem's probably been day drinking. And Brew, I think he's the nicer of the four of us in terms of drinking. But you are listening and or watching Pwnecast. This is episode 271. We, as Brew makes me a liar, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about the pre-patch that comes on the 10th, which is next week. The pre-patch event, rather, week 1. Shadowlands, it's almost here. It's not here yet, but it's almost here. So we have a lot of things to kind of go over. Small amounts. There's like a whole lot besides, you know, the important thing of picking your main's covenant. That matters. And really, I need to know if you guys transmog to match your covenant. Covenant. Stop texting me, whoever's texting me. I'm going to kill you. Let me get through this intro. Only a quality production here, ladies and gentlemen. After 7-something years, we are still a quality production. Yeah, I need to take polls. Yes, I said polls. I need to know if you guys are matching your transmog to the covenant. P-O-L-E-S, polls. Not P-O-L-L-S, just so that we're clear. I need to make sure we talk about that fully. So, guys, we have a lot to talk about. Go get a drink. We are celebrating. We're celebrating lots of things, though we're not going to publicly on the show celebrate the other really big thing that happened today because this is a gaming podcast, guys. We're going to talk about that shit. But get your alcohol. It's a good day. These guys, it's going to be a rough day. I don't know what the fuck these guys are doing, but get your drink and stay right here.
In 2014, a crack commando unit was banned from trade chat for comments they didn't make. These men and women promptly escaped from the Stormwind stockades to the Ironforge underground. Today, still hunted by the trolls of trade chat, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, then maybe you can hire the Pwnecast. Leader and brains of the operation, it's Belle.
I want tacos so bad.
Betrayer of the priestly order and huntard extraordinaire, it's Remedies.
I just went in there, and Hector is gonna be running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines.
Tanking it on the front lines with the threat of gingivitis, it's Brusif.
Trying to learn just how to floss for like the last 2 years, and I still can't.
With the Pwnecast team assembled, let the battle for Azeroth begin.
Hello, people of podcast land. This is Winstallin speaking, and Winstead from the Technically PvP podcast, and you are listening to the Pwnecast podcast.
Envy looks kind of like an angel. Of death?
What did you say? You got the last Trulies?
Whoa.
And I've already finished too. So
Are
Well,
they
I'm
platinum?
not a fan of the seltzers, but apparently Truly's is actually legitimately good.
No, Rim.
I don't know,
I'd
what is
take your man
Trulies?
card if
What is
I didn't
Trulies?
drink a Truly, and Alex watches the stream too. So
Listen,
yeah, they're
I
not
just said
bad.
I haven't had seltzer. I just said I heard that they're good.
Shut up. You've had one. I know.
A
Actually, I
seltzer,
haven't.
like seltzer water? What does that mean? Somebody explain
It's-
old
it-
man
it-
to me.
It's seltzer water that'll fuck you up.
Somebody explain old man to me.
Yeah, it's alcoholic seltzer.
Never mind.
Listen, I only
It's
drink.
it's a white girl drink.
I drink.
It's something you'd enjoy.
I drink my Stella and I drink my Strongbow, but that's because
Yeah.
Sir Patrick.
Okay,
drinks
so
too.
you'd enjoy it.
I don't like seltzery things.
I don't either.
I thought Alka Seltzer was good for you though.
I mean,
it's
Alka
basically-
Seltzer's good for you. Probably not Alka Seltzer.
Not ulcers.
Guys,
Gente.
I want to
Yeah,
welcome.
see, Eth has no shame. He goes hard in the paint and goes white trash on seltzer.
I want to welcome everybody back. If you're new to Pwnecast, my name is Belle, and I apologize in advance.
Do you really though? You say this every stream.
You know,
When it becomes
And-
repetitive, it just kind of loses its value.
You don't seem very sincere. It's like those come join T-Mobile, and then you get that one asshole that like reads off all the shit like
No,
really quick.
it reminds me of
Yeah.
the Frosty Hiding and Frank show where it just like said sorry list at the end, but
yeah,
it doesn't
that's
really
it.
matter. But
I actually should probably start. If I did that in the ending credits, I wouldn't have to. I could just preemptively.
I remember that was an idea a while ago because we started
Sorry for
defending
everything,
everybody
like-
and their grandma.
I'm sorry that I let you down. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Speaking of sorry.
Sometimes I am sorry. I don't know.
Oh, hey,
I
Captain.
did
But I
bring.
mean- Oh,
I did bring the Riders Rohan with me. I did bring. I can't handle even last episode's titles. I can't. I physically can't. And I just want to say that I can no longer call Rem the lore master because turns out it was all a lie. And we're going to talk about that because lies are an important part
because of a fucking
the world.
in-game title. Get off my nuts.
Fake news. Okay, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but Remedy's the pretend. Fox
Oh, I'm
and fake
sorry.
news
I
reporter,
believe my
lore master.
PvP title is higher than yours in game. So
I
should
believe
be
I'm
PvP
higher than
person.
all y'all right now.
I mean,
Hmm.
and of course, you know, we do have
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the family, Arizona.
we have Envy looking very angelic in his white light.
Yeah, the reflection on
He's
the
trying
head
to do
looks
white
really good.
face, but that's acceptable, right?
Whiteface? I thought my purchases spoke for me.
Well, we offended someone, I'm sure. If we did, I'm sorry. I'm not though at all, not even a little bit.
You offended Eth for sure. He was so upset about you thinking he was a sober white dude.
Well, sober's relative. So we're
That was the offensive part.
sober's
God, that
relative.
was-
Oh, also, I don't want to forget Rusev, who is married but first marriage. I mean first phase, right? It's the you got the pre-married and then you do the big wedding, right? You did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
eloped.
we the official stuff is done, like married on paper, and then we're actually having like a ceremony and
Preheat
like,
marriage.
a
That's
reception.
it.
Preheat marriage.
This is kind of cute, though. I kind of noticed
that's
Belle
good.
and Brew over here. Hold on. Let me see your left hand. Both of y'all. I'm married.
I'm
No,
sorry.
he-
I love my
no ring.
spouse. I love my spouse, Envy. I'm sorry.
Damn.
She doesn't wear her.
I
wear
know she
hers
doesn't.
either.
I don't know why neither of you do.
It's
but-
a pain in the ass. And, like,
Because
we
their
get
bond
fat.
is in their heart.
No. Fuck you. That's not it. We get fat and then we get skinny, and then we get fat and skinny. The
I
ring
know
gets
I
a little
haven't been
too
able to take
fucking-
off this ring in like 5 years. It does not come off. There's no like this sucker is on. It's like indented to my skin at this point.
Well, the problem with is because when you lost your weight like a long while ago, like it didn't really leave the finger because the ring was stopping it. So
Well, listen,
kinda productive.
it's slowly going back to Pudgy. So I'm waiting for Eth to give me his key fob so that I could use his gym.
I got a Peloton you could use. You know, Eth is never gonna visit. Why not you?
But he'll give me his key fob. Because that's the kind of man he is. He's the man's man.
But
you guys will probably walk right past him anyway.
But but Envy's got a Peloton and everything you need, though. All it takes is a one-way ticket to Denver.
I got the Peloton with the popcorn maker right there.
At least it's not like a brownie maker. Like, at least it's popcorn, right? Like, popcorn.
Okay, jot that down, Envy.
Popcorn of all the things to make buy a thing is not the.
And then we could get some special butter.
Listen, guys, I'm such an uncultured swine. I literally do not have. I also do not want to hear you typing. God.
Oh, I forgot to turn on crisp. I am so sorry.
Guys, this is what I'm working with. This is what I'm working with. Okay, so does everybody have their drinks? Because we're gonna get started. We're gonna do the weekly stuff. What are you guys even doing? Listen, now I gotta have to stop you.
We're not even doing
it. Guys, during the show, you know what they do?
Bitmap.
During the show, they're always typing stuff.
Nope, kitty.
They always mess me up. All right, so.
Kitty.
Oh my God, I'm gonna mute them. For Tuesday the 10th, in addition to the first week of the event that we're going to talk about in a minute, we've got the Battleground bonus event. And the PvP brawl, unfortunately, is South Shore versus Torn Mill, which is on the list of my absolute
It's
least
a
favorites.
clusterfuck.
It's just nobody knows what they're doing, and it's just a waste of time.
If it was like
Completely.
just a little bit less amount of people, it'd be fine.
The WoW 16th anniversary is live.
Currently
so
going.
if you interrupt me one more fucking time, I'm booting you right out of this Zoom.
I'm uplifting you
Don't
by
make
saying
me
it's
do it.
currently
Don't make me do
going.
it. Don't make me do it. I'll do it. Remember that one time I did it to the ginger and he was so offended?
But it gives you 16%.
Remember,
The ginger?
he didn't talk to me for like 3 hours. He was so pissed I did that.
You know,
So it's just a normal Tuesday.
Basically.
he just like talks to random strangers too. So
He
you know,
really
he's a
does.
special case.
He talks to everyone. Fights with people on the internet constantly.
Right? He berates little kids on Overwatch. Like
He really
Jesus.
does, though. That's not even a lie. So it is going on until November 22nd. All you have to do is log in and you get the achievement. So make sure you do that. And then you get your token. Use your token. It gives you 16% experience and rep.
You hear that, Envy?
So that combined with the leveling stuff, combined
Level 30,
with
bro.
all the other ways and levels of being and leveling and repping, they're just going to throw more stuff at you to make it better for you. So take advantage and do things.
So I'm not interrupting you. I just want to, because the
I've muted him so that I can continue with what I was going to say.
No, it was about the
Rem got owned.
I hate him so much.
Did you say he just got pwned?
I hate him. I just gotta get through the fast news. He's like a child. He's like a child. Now he's typing. I tried to unmute him and he now is...
Thank you for the solid information, Rem. It's
I was
really
trying to help
useful.
you.
Where did you type it? Because I see nothing. Did you type
It's in the
something?
chat.
In what chat?
I'm giving up on you.
Oh my god, I'm so done with you.
I misspelled it, but it says Tess.
I'm
It's a set.
bored. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was a really good effort.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right?
How come you have a 1 by your name? Because you're a founder?
Yeah, I'm a 24-month subscriber.
Guys, he's a founder, people. We got a founder in our midst. A founder. Okay, not a flounder. Could
I'm
be.
like Leif Erikson.
Oh,
for
you got like
Chromecast.
pinche Steve Jobs over
Rip
here.
Leif Erikson, though. Damn it. Moonkin Festival, November 12th. Go to Moonglade. Touch
Do
some
moon
hatchlings. Rochambeau. Do a few things. You do get the, you can acquire the Beanie Boomy, which the only thing that's really annoying about that is it's only during Moonglade, so it's basically just that 24 hours or whatever. Yay! We got it. Oh, look at that. It's 30 months. How is it that you?
Well, because I subscribed at the very beginning, but he's had it consecutively.
I feel like should we give Brew? Should he get the donkey roll for the sub?
No. I was just flexing on Rem.
Oh dang! Oh dang!
Well, it's not really a flex.
But is it a
Okay.
flex?
You got
Like a
called
big
out, bro.
flex? Okay, so I'm not gonna talk about hot fixes because literally nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. There's no hot fixes that are going to make or break your gameplay at this point
But you
of the
always talk
expansion.
about the hot fixes. My life will be incomplete if
I
you
know
don't
it's
talk
gonna be.
about the hot
You're gonna
fixes.
be hard pressed to find a. Go ahead, Rem. All the jokes. I'm waiting.
What?
There's not one dad joke in there anywhere.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm not interrupting you. I'm being a better person.
Do you guys see my burrito in the camera view that I didn't realize was in the camera view until just now?
Yeah, your sad burrito. Yeah.
It was a get a white person burrito. My husband made chicken and
In the
barbecue
ghetto.
sauce.
In the ghetto.
But it's food I didn't have to make
salt
myself.
it.
And he did not salt the
In the
chicken.
class.
That's like rule number one.
One thing you
Okay.
don't need is that be match.
For the quick news, Blizzard face masks. Yes. World of Warcraft face masks. Horde Alliance. Get them. They're on pre-order. They're saying shipping's like December 15th-ish. Earlier, there was like a 20% off or something. It was ending in like 8 hours. I don't know if it's still going, but you basically can get the Horde Alliance in a set of 3, which is pretty cool because I appreciate that. And also, input broadcasting software warning from Blizzard. I got to be really honest. When I saw this, I had to use the Googleizer a little bit because I really wasn't sure what the fuck anybody was talking about, and I'm still not sure I understand. However, I do know that it does affect multi-boxers that use the mirroring, right? It mirrors.
Yeah. So in like basic math terms, it means when I hit T, it doesn't allow all the other 20 accounts to record that keystroke. So it bans that software that they're using. So it doesn't get rid of multi-boxing because they.
So
they
how
explain,
can they do it without that?
There was someone posted a picture on the forums where
Yeah.
they had 4 keyboards, 6 mice, and like a bunch of other shit on their desk. So it doesn't get rid of multi-boxing. It just
Makes it
handicaps
harder.
it severely. Yeah.
So what exactly is forbidden now is the use of software that replicates keystrokes for the most part.
I thought it was already forbidden.
No, not explicitly.
They
no.
said anything that you don't physically do. Wait, that replicates keystrokes. Hold on a second. I'm confused. Because there's macros built in for our stuff. I could have.
Yeah, but that's internal though. Or are you talking about like on a keyboard?
Yeah, like on my thing over here.
But that's not really a software. That's not like sending it to 6
So
other...
also it auto does it. I'm physically having to
Yeah.
push it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't really care what multi-boxers do because I don't really give a shit. However,
No, they can fuck off. If you're a
I
multi-boxer,
went against-
Agreed,
fuck you.
100%, wholeheartedly.
I told you about that time we were doing, I don't remember what we were doing, but we went against
A line of code.
3 paladins. I think it was me and the ginger and someone else. I don't remember. Was it you, Rem? I don't remember. We were doing 3s and we went against 3 paladins and it was a multi-boxer, and I'm not bitter because we lost. We lost because I was bitter. But I was really annoyed.
So,
Because it hurt.
and
So
facto,
like
you're bitter.
You fought the multi-boxer first, and then you lost another round, and that's why you were annoyed?
Yeah,
Because that's essentially what you're saying.
yeah, we lost because I was bitter.
I'm high. You can't be doing these kinds of things to me.
This is how you're gonna get better at being more smart when you're high, because I'm putting you through these kinds of things.
Yeah, you got to get smarticles.
Okay.
I was preheated and I did lose. That's very, very true. I don't think that's gonna ever get old. I don't think that's ever gonna get old in my lifetime. Preheat literally will always be.
Yeah, and Envy preheated to 420. So I mean,
So
That was a hit.
as we are gonna talk about event stuff and those kinds of things, I do want to say today was a very, very good day in the world. And it was a really good day in World of Warcraft, to be perfectly honest, except my backspace is a nightmare.
As always.
Well, I don't know. Our guild leader doesn't let us mess with the message of the day anymore, so I can't do any jokes.
Because
so
now
against
it's
that.
expansion time, and that's how I communicate with the guild
Right.
when new people are
I
logged.
saw that. I saw the message pop up, and I sent it to message game. Like, let's.
So
fuck
here,
with it.
and this is gonna be a small rant. And if anybody
Who's Gabe?
from
Sounds like a
any
real
I mean,
asshole.
anybody
Who said
from
Gabe?
Blizzard who is listening
that guy.
or anything, I just need you to understand when you made the decision to force me to give all officer permissions or none, I need you to go and speak to the guy that made that fucking decision, because there can't be a catch-all for officers. That isn't the way that it works in life, and that shouldn't be the way that it works in game. The message of the day should be something I should specifically be able to allow or disallow, just like I was able to before. But see, that's not the case anymore.
Really though?
Yes, really though. Because I wouldn't have had to post in Discord not to change the message of the day. I would have simply unchecked it from the option until midway through the expansion when I don't give a shit. However,
We
if
were making a
anybody
dream work.
at Blizzard is listening and still cares about my struggles with guild management, that's my cross to bear recently, is the fact that it's a catch-all with permissions. And clearly, they're not guild masters. Though my Blizzard friend said it's working as intended. That was his exact text message response when I complained about it yesterday. It's working as expected, and I am complaining over something nobody else is complaining about.
Well, we've been saying it for years that guilds are a husk of what they used to be.
I just need them to not.
Yep.
So,
Not even
pre-expansion-
just like the sorry.
You're fine. Pre-expansion event starts the 10th. We've got 2 weeks of that, right? So the first week, I should have had the soundbite ready. I don't know why I didn't. Why?
Okay.
I'm a terrible podcaster. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know why people still watch or listen. So for week 1, we've got the first half of the Deathrising questline, which I didn't do, like, I was in PTR checking stuff out, but I don't think I went through any of the pre-testing stuff, mostly because for that kind of thing, I like to go through that as we're doing it. But basically, the week 1's scenario is they're snatching our leaders. So it's a hide your kids, hide your wives type of situation. Anduin and Jaina for Alliance and Horde, and Bane and for Horde, Bane and Thrall. So I think it's scary business when leaders are being kidnapped.
Wait, are these spoilers? How fucking dare you?
I mean,
Red bot.
are they spoilers?
I thought we had some integrity.
I mean, if
Some
they are,
Integrity.
listen, people don't watch this show for integrity. I gotta be really honest. Oh, well, I spoiled, and you guys are gonna have to be okay with that. Nothing had it labeled as spoilers, so I don't know.
I mean, it was everywhere on YouTube and Twitter, so I didn't think it was a spoiler. But
So
Who
normally,
uses Twitter?
well, I mean,
YouTube
technically
anymore?
it is because it doesn't really take effect until Tuesday. But
yay, we got a sub, special kid. Hold on, let me get you the donkey roll, my dude.
Donkey roll.
I need one of you to donkey roll. It isn't me. I'm too sophisticated for donkey rolling.
Grim,
sophisticated. Okay.
You teach me the donkey roll?
Oh my God.
I didn't make room like I thought I was going to.
I don't know what's
you're
happening,
done.
guys.
My bad.
I literally don't know what's happening.
You said do it impromptu donkey roll. I panicked. I'm high.
So he did Benny
That
Hill.
was a really
Yes.
good, what sounded like a presidential trumpet.
No, that was presidential trumpet in Benny Hill.
Not trumpet. It's a not political podcast,
I
guys.
said presidential trumpet.
That's
And
just
Benny
You miss
Hill.
Cactus heels? I miss his heels too. Like,
So,
legit
also-
miss.
um
They don't land on me at all.
the Mother effers, you guys threw me all the way off.
Nobody laughed at it, Eve. I had to save it. You're welcome.
What was the joke?
Oh my god. Capital City Invasions. Focus. Capital City Invasions. These will be going on, obviously, in the Horde and Alliance capital
cities, yeah.
Just so we're clear. But it's, I mean, zombies, so it's essentially a zombie apocalypse. So, I mean, if I remember the rules of Zombieland, you probably got to double tap, and we probably need to do a little bit of cardio and maybe...
Special Kid is super special.
What? Why is he special?
Oh, shit. Hell
wow,
yeah.
Special Kid, you're awesome! Special Kid, I feel like I know you.
Ha!
I don't
Because
know.
of my dance.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bruce Flex just got out. Flex.
Well, see, you.
Yep.
See, that's what happens when you dance. Rem, you made some money. For
I didn't even need a
You know,
pull.
the Benny Hill definitely helped, but
Yeah, the Benny Hill.
is that what
I'm
I
not
don't?
bitter at all.
I don't think that was the Benny Hill.
You know
I don't
what?
think it means what you
I'll
think.
find
it
you a lawsuit on that.
No,
I
it's,
find
it
the
is Benny Hill.
lawsuit. It was goddamn funny.
You know, and I would love for you to, but you have no evidence
I'm
whatsoever.
gonna link you Benny Hill.
There is
after the
zero
fucking
evidence
show.
that was
Jesus.
funny. There wasn't even a laugh that was funny.
I laughed, but then
So I'm gonna
again,
need
my
you to tell your
humor is-
lawyers to clam down. Your lawyers.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam.
Wow, everybody's gifting stuff. Hold on.
No, you don't, babe. No.
Oh wait, is he? So he's gonna pay to not dance. Got it. That's amazing. Everyone's a winner.
Wow, I had an up and then I
Well,
went down
not
like right
every-
away.
Not everyone's a winner. Okay,
This is my life story.
week 2.
I didn't want to say it, but I agree.
Okay, so going into week 2 as well, obviously Ice Crown's going to be the focus. You're going to have the unlocking of the Ice Crown dailies. Basically, that's the continued effort buff, which gives you the opportunity to earn the Argent commendations, which allows you to spend to get stuff at the quartermaster vendors.
Yeah.
And Ice Crown, I'm going to fucking hit you.
I'm adding emphasis to the excitement.
Gear. 100 eye level for the gear, given the squish. There will also be the random spawning of the undead rares around the area. And they have updated versions of some of their stuff from their loot table. So like the Papa's mint condition bag, which references the Papa's.
Oh, that was
Forge yourself.
I
Black Sanctum or something like that. Yeah.
swear whoever did this particular loot stuff here is friends with you, Rem.
Well, that's what I love about most of the achievements or items. Like they're usually pretty punny.
When he says pretty punny, he just means old man dad jokes.
Pretty much.
To which neither of us have a dad, so that's kind
How
of
did you get those jokes?
That's what I'm saying. Like him and I don't have a father, so how?
I never made that joke.
So to get Belle to dance, it doesn't take money; it takes tacos. Incidentally,
It takes tequila and tacos and music.
Patron, not any tequila. Patron.
If you
and
know,
Well, I mean, that was
she'll
that
fucking
was.
lose it. Is what she'll do.
she'll drink it.
Oh yeah, she'll lose it. Oh.
Uber Eats Bell tacos.
Fuck that. She don't deserve fucking tacos.
I
Got
thought-
one shot out of that fucking.
Yeah, but Patron
Patron.
was kind of implied. So
That was 2 years ago. Build a fucking bridge.
He eats it.
It was built and you burnt it with that tequila.
well, I mean, that's part of your.
Years ago. Oh my god.
That's part of your white spending, though.
I got pulled over that fucking night I bought it. Remember?
It went to
I was
good.
like, hold on, guys. I'm driving a nice vehicle and I'm driving it, so I'll be back.
Drive it like you stole it, more like it. So
No,
listen, I'm
it's
gonna be
all-
really honest. I don't know how engaging the event is going to be, but I can tell you that anything that has anything to do with Ice Crown, everyone's gonna love anyway, right? So We have to wait for the expansion anyway. At least
So
we've got stuff to do.
I guess has anyone else tested the event though?
Nah.
I did like the first day was on PTR.
Wow. Okay, so I guess a little input would be because they changed it quite a bit, and you have to be in war mode to actually utilize zombies because like there's a zombie invasion going on in Stormwind, major cities. There are also outlier stuff like Darkshire.
I didn't see
know
anything
for sure.
about you had to be in war mode in any of the documentation I read this morning. And I read it right after coffee, so I know I was
No.
paying attention.
I'm talking about when you're actually becoming a zombie. If you want to actually have fun with it.
Oh, you got to be in war mode.
You have to be in war mode. Because before it was like you just mess anyone up, and it was hilarious. But then they nerfed it. So.
Well, I'm not a little bitch, so I'm already in war mode.
But
you're never online.
it's super fun. Oh.
What? I was online today. Listen,
To change the message of the day. Yes, we know.
I was doing some guild cleanup stuff too. I got to start dumping shit. But by the by,
Eve is too drunk to drive.
I woke up and was up here at like 11:30.
5 p.m.
No, because I'm not playing Atlas right now. So normally in the mornings, I sit in bed on my laptop and I pirate for a while, but I'm really upset with the game, so I'm not playing Atlas. So I came up here and
People still play that? My wife, who is
so I
the
have
only
people
one who really does
I have
play
people on Discord trying to bring me back to the dark side when they do the server wipe next week. But I am just very angry and upset with them. That's a whole other thing. This is a WoW podcast. It's not about Atlas. But I was really efficient this morning. I was on all the jobs, and I got a nice 3-monitor wallpaper of Stormwind. It's pretty cool, actually. Stormwind.
You
at
should
night.
show us. Get your camera and just. Where's the ginger at? Is he in the room?
No, he's downstairs.
Oh, she wouldn't allow that.
No, he's downstairs doing whatever weird shit gingers do. So.
I miss him.
Eth,
I hope he knows that.
Eth says he rarely drinks Envy.
I believe that 100%. By the way, the writers of Rohan are recruiting. If you want to join in on this hilarity,
It's Rohan.
I'm high. You ain't my real dad.
So yes, we are recruiting for. It's a good thing that this is not a quality production.
Wait, what? Production?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was going to be a terrible joke. I'm not going to follow through.
At least you have the good sense to. I'm not even going to complete that.
Don't do that. Don't paint horrible pictures of us.
So
my favorite thing is on Tuesday, we get to kill somebody that I truly despise.
Which is?
Spoiler, Nathanos.
I don't really think it's a spoiler at this point.
It actually kind of was for me, but I'm not really bitter because.
I was hoping it was going to be.
Dude, I'm going to teabag his corpse.
Wow,
Here, I thought Brew was a nice guy. Last week he
reserved
threatened
that for
physical
certain people.
violence, and this week, or the week before, now he's. I don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah, he's just jealous because Nathanos is #1 simp for Sylvanas. So
Is that how you say his name, Nathanos? What kind of fucking name
Nathanos?
is that?
Yeah.
Nathanos?
And here I was like calling him Nathanos.
Well, because
oh my gosh.
is it Nathanos?
Sargeras.
That's
I'll
gross.
kill you.
That is all
That
the
is
gross.
gross.
Are we talking about my pronunciation of things? Or
Angie, I'll give you $1 if you prove that Rem is wrong about his pronunciation, because it's very rare that he's wrong about pronunciation. So I will give you $1. Cold hard cash in your hand right
I'm a
now.
director. I don't need a fucking dollar. I just do it a troll brand.
$1. I always thought it was Nathanos or Nathanos. Nathanos.
It's Nathanos. God.
He is a fake lore master. So let me tell you guys what I found out, what I uncovered. My investigators investigating fraud, incidentally, widespread fraud even, whole state fraud. I find out Rem doesn't even have the lore master title in game. I'm going to just let that sink in. And here he has been just filling us with lies and stealing our lore master votes from the world, only to find out on Twitter. I had to find this out on Twitter, guys, that he was a fake lore master. Rem, what would you like to say to the Azerothian people?
I'm sorry I didn't get an in-game achievement.
That's all he has to say. That's just a shame.
It's a goddamn travesty.
And then, of course, good old Jimma Banks. Jimma Banks, of course, because you know he's the forever white knight of all the unloved. Said something like, "You'll always be my bodyguard," or some equally romance-y thing.
So I guess I'll roll back again. I have the highest PvP achievement compared to Bell, so yeah.
My title isn't PvP master, so
I have the highest.
Well, you're always the PvP. What's your title?
I'm the PvP person, but I'm not the PvP master.
All right,
That's
fight at
awkward.
home, you two.
In fact, I have said on many occasions, I am the opposite of professional.
Insane.
Well, there's got to be a little bit of insanity when it comes to.
Hey, it comes with the title, right?
Well, but Kachi's got the insane, so he's the only insane one here.
Well, he's Canadian as well,
Remind me about that achievement.
and he's not allowed back in the United States.
Doesn't it? Isn't it? It doesn't. Don't you have to do something with Yogg Saron?
I don't recall. All I know is that it's literally insane. Like you have to be theoretically, it's impossible. You have to be friendly and also friendly
Guys,
with.
we got a tip. We got a tip.
It's like trolls and what's its nuts.
Special kid, you're really
Booty
making
Bay
me
or
feel
something like that,
you
isn't
love us.
it?
Yeah. Booty Bay.
Yeah.
You have
You
to
have to be
what?
friendly with it. You have to be friends with Booty Bay and the Southern.
Bloodscale Buccaneers, I think.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm at like it sucks because I spent hours
Look.
just getting myself hated, and I needed the quest to get the mailbox, the mobile
I don't
mailbox.
know who you are, but I appreciate
Rem got $15 added to his fraud detection
you-
fund.
Can you forward that to my PayPal?
That's for your legal action fund, Rem.
Legal act these nuts.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta go. How do I do
But
it
yeah,
and not
Postmaster
blast?
quest.
Hold on.
Bloodscale shit fucked me up.
I'm gonna make it where you guys.
Postmaster was easy.
Hold on.
No, I was hated by Gadget Stand, dude. I had to like kiss ass and donate a bunch of like shit and undo fucking hours worth of fucking progress.
Is it in the very beginning?
Yeah.
Hold on. We're gonna listen to this live, but I gotta turn the. Hold on. I gotta turn the volume up. If I was volume, where would I be? Oh, right here. Okay, we're gonna.
Yield to others in due time. Your discretion is of the utmost importance.
Yeah, it's Nathanos. I'm wrong.
lady.
It's okay.
But when the time comes,
Hold on. I just want to
there
listen.
can be no hesitation.
There won't be. Safe journey.
Wait, you said 16
There
seconds.
won't be.
So how did I miss?
Time comes, there can be no
You had a
hesitation.
timestamp. Hello.
There won't
It
be.
didn't load a timestamp for me. Oh,
Just go to 16 seconds.
I'm gonna try it again, guys. I'm special, okay? Just let me be me.
We know.
God dang it. I hate you. Not you. The computer.
There won't be. Safe journey. Nathanos.
Safe journey. My life.
Okay, so here's the reason that I did this. And it wasn't because I wanted to make Rem feel bad. It's because Rem is always right about stuff. So the very rare instances when I have the opportunity to catch him being wrong about something, it
Before
just...
you even watched the video, I acknowledged that I was wrong.
No. But that's not the point. I didn't
Oh,
mean-
so you want the gratification of proving me wrong, even though I openly admit when I'm wrong. Okay.
Because sometimes it's a good thing. Teaches you how to be a better version of you.
I don't think it's done shit then.
Yeah, no, I'm a little confused because I'm the worst version of myself, so that's a little
You're
weird.
the perfect version of yourself, Ram. Perfect.
You know, guys, it's one of those things where it's like, Rem is just, somebody hurt him when he was young and he has never recovered. Somebody really hurt him, and I'm going to find who hurt him, and I'm going to make them pay dearly because he just has never recovered from the hurt and suffering.
Was Bean Dip? Did
It
Bean Dip hurt
probably
you, Rem?
was Bean Dip, honestly.
I will stab him for you. I'll just stab him in general.
No, we didn't have any fight fat white guys in ice cream truck, so.
It's even better that like he had
What
his
about
camera on the
skinny
other
white
night.
guys in ice cream trucks? Or you just say, I just
No, we
realized
just
you were
played with
talking
them.
about it. Oh, that hurts my feelings, but it's so funny. Poor Cactu. I mean, Bean Dip.
Wow! Jeez.
That was an accident.
Oh, I don't know. What was it? I think Freudian slip there.
Freudian slip for sure.
So for those who don't know why that's extremely even more funny is because Envy has this growing theory that Cactu and Bean Dip are the same person. I've met both of them on separate occasions, so I'm now starting to believe that they are in fact the same person. The physical evidence is
Oh shit.
Disclaimer: it's just a joke.
The physical evidence is overwhelming.
I don't know.
I'm not an
I'm gonna plead the
investigator
fifth on that
of
one.
identity fraud or theft or
Ooh, I don't think that's safe.
stealing identity, but there's strong evidence that suggests they are very similar looking, and the only difference being the one has a hillbilly accent and the other has a Canadian accent, which one would argue could be one and the same sometimes.
Wow.
But it isn't. I'm kidding.
So,
Are you sorry?
So basically, Bubbles raids with us.
Damn.
Now,
What? I thought Bubbles was like a national treasure in Canada.
I thought maple syrup was the national treasure.
That's Rick Moranis.
That's fair.
And Cactu does have a better sense of humor. No offense, Bean Dip, but he's not really funny. You're not really funny if you're watching Bean Dip. But you're not funny. You're just there.
Yeah, just wait until he gets you in a Dave and Buster's.
Cactu's pretty funny. He's not as funny as Alex. Alex is pretty funny.
He's funny looking, yeah.
Well,
He's in this channel? Fuck him.
all of you
Oh,
kind
not.
of begin to look alike anyway. Because,
Yeah.
like, you and Alex work together, so, like, you guys start to look alike. And then...
You know,
Same.
as little as I have, it's still kind of there. You know,
It's beautiful
Oh,
hair.
look, I can get no. You don't have to kiss ass. It's
I mean,
fine.
you have more hair than I
I've
do.
accepted the inevitable, but it's still there.
At least you have a reason. I don't. I'm just old lady in it. That's...
You know, by the way, what was Christ like?
You know, he was a lot funner than people realize, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, Jesus wasn't a cracker either, so I
Yeah,
don't get the
those-
bread thing.
He had a great tan, to be perfectly honest.
Did he have like
tans
a
in
great
Jerusalem.
car? Sounds like he knows how to drive.
Stinky feet, though. You know what I'm saying? Them
Yeah, it was
sandals.
the Honda Accord.
Them sandals,
With
man.
that V6 engine, the VTEC,
with the spinners.
Spooners.
Spinners.
The Spooner engines. Okay,
and a
so
Motec exhaust.
guys, I'm not gonna let you forget the day we realized that Rem was wrong, but I'm gonna clip that somewhere and hang it in my
Again, the story of my life. It's okay.
office. of awesomeness.
You know what? You don't even deserve that 2080.
Whoa. So now,
I'm still sending it to your dumbass, but
Listen, I'm still mad at you about that. I literally replaced my entire computer. I could have at least waited till after the goddamn holidays, but no.
what'd you do with the 1080?
Rem.
Oh, so you got an upgrade after all. Cool.
Well, I had a 1070, so it was like a.
I basically do what you
nice.
do. I every time I give.
I mean,
swap
still,
around.
I'm super grateful to have the upgrades that I did. So,
It was
again,
a
thank
good
you,
card
Belle.
of me.
Oh, and he got a new well, it was new to him. Well, it was new,
Brand
really, because I
newish.
didn't.
No, I mean,
Oh, how is the new processor? Is it better?
Oh, it's a lot better.
Good.
It's night and day for
Zarth,
running
my
multiple
dude.
things.
Zarth, another man who I heard was married. I don't know how recently. Time goes by very, very quickly when you get old. So it could have been yesterday. It could have been a year ago. But I did hear that you did get the marriage.
I'm sorry.
I think he
July,
just
so-
called you a liar.
Me? Did I lie?
Oh no, he said July. Never mind.
Oh, I mean,
July.
Jerusalem Cruisers. Yeah, man, those are the best shoes in the world. So,
Oh, hey, I'm looking for someone to pay for my transfer so I can go raid with another guild. That'd be
hey,
cool.
guys, it's been 5 years almost. Aren't we beyond? Aren't we? I'm really not, though. I probably will always be bitter about that.
Because it's a dick
You know,
move.
he was.
I can forgive a lot of things and a lot of people, but I'm still, it hurts my feelings.
I'm gonna add to this. The person who you're talking about was also a recipient to my hand-me-down. He got one of my processors for free.
Vandrador? Oh no, sorry, that was your GPU.
No, that one went to the store to get cigarettes and never came back.
Oh, sounds like my dad.
I was just gonna say that sounds
I'm
like
here. And I'm not paying for your
well.
past.
You have a lot of back
Christmas
taxes. NVK, let's go.
No, I pay all my. I'm a tax-paying citizen.
No,
Fuck
I'm the back tax person here, Rem. I am.
I'm sorry, I worded it wrong. The back alimony there.
No, he has no dad. There's no dad.
Nope.
He don't even have the stepdad anymore. He's been excommunicated out of the family for being a chode.
Why you gotta pick a negative shit?
I literally have.
Well,
I have one sibling that I like, and I have one mother that I am biologically required to like.
Well, to be clear, like I did the burning, so it wasn't I was excommunicated. I did the fucking burning. But TMI. But yeah, that's a whole other story.
Rem's got daddy issues, so if anybody knows a really good therapist, I would also like to speak with a therapist because I think it would be really healthy.
You know, I do know a good therapist. You know, Rem, you'll have to
why.
take some time off, fly on over to Colorado.
I don't think his boss
Mine's
is
in
going to
Maryland.
authorize the time off. His boss is boss is kind of a bitch.
I heard about his boss. It sounds like a real pain in the ass.
She's kind of a bitch.
Probably doesn't even fucking have a clue about her fucking title, but
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch. I wouldn't.
I would reserve my judgment there. But
Though I'm told I am a great boss.
oh, it's you?
But I don't
had
know.
no
I mean,
idea.
his boss, the other lady. That
Yeah, whoever my boss is, like not even blowing smoke. I have a pretty good boss in terms of comparatively to previous bosses.
My boss said, "Are you just going to hire all your friends?" Yep.
Well, the ones that actually
Just going to hire all my friends. Yep. That was literally what I said. He goes, "You're just going to hire everyone you know?" Yep.
Captain, my hot tub seats 6 people. If you stop by, there'll be room for me and maybe one more other person.
The pug.
Definitely not Pugsley.
The other pug, the little one. Oh, she's not little anymore. She's
Well, I mean, comparatively to Pugsley. Brett is
okay.
pretty small.
So last episode we talked about covenants, and I said I need to know what covenants you guys were thinking about, and not just us here on the show, but everyone. I'm interested to see how this is shaping up. So if you're in chat, I need you to tell me what your main is. so that we have an idea, and tell me what covenant you're picking. So
Yeah,
we
who
can
is your main
discuss.
and what do they do?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? If you don't have a dad, I'm sorry. But main covenant in the chat right now, right? Meow. Main covenant. No, that's basically me in the morning. Let's see what we got. We got good ones.
Shut up, Ethan. Okay, so Eth is going Warrior Bastion. Copy.
How do I get the
Go
chat
back and
on
spit
the?
live.
How do I put chat? I don't know how to stream.
Get your camera and point it to the.
How do I do the where people can see the chat? God damn it! I fucking hate you.
Screen capture the
No,
window.
there's a
and
better
then
way to
slides
do
to
it.
The chat.
The Stream
That's
Deck.
literally how you do it.
Stream Deck has a thing that does it. I'll fucking stab you in the neck with a knife. I was gonna output chat so everybody could see. Hold on, let me get this
I'm
together.
sorry, I was watching Cops.
Bullshit. Cops doesn't come out until noon.
Did you say it till noon?
Why are y'all
Damn
sweaty?
it.
I was watching Cops.
Ah, damn it. You guys really do need some Jesus. Chat. How do I get the chat?
Korean Jesus doesn't want none of our shit. What you can do is pop it out and then again just screen capture the window and
Yeah.
resize it. For right
Rem is
now
right.
until we become more smart. I don't do this.
I don't
Don't
use
ask me for
XSplit.
advice right now.
I'm not really smart, guys. It's not just because.
We know.
Hey!
Whoa.
I'm
I mean,
scared.
you
I
say
need
it
an
every
adult.
fucking time. We're starting to wonder ourselves.
But I'm trying to figure out how to. Why do I have a fucking request queue? I don't even.
PC load letter. The fuck?
Where is the pop
I
out?
don't even know what a JPEG is.
I don't see any pop out option.
I just noticed this is really random, but Brie, why do you have two vents like right next to each other?
So okay, I can't output chat, which makes me really sad.
Is one
one
like
is
a
actually-
is like one like a small?
Okay,
midget vent?
so
One's an intake.
Rem, I need you to
Bottom is
read.
out.
Oh my god.
Access to the sink.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Is this thing on? Hi. Rem, I need you to read. Read off. Let's start with who put in first. Read off the
Okay.
their class
So-
and the covenant they're picking, and then we'll decide if that's a good choice.
I'm gonna butcher names, but we got belts again with Demon Hunter Venthier.
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
the-
Gotta say it more sensually.
Whoa.
We got Eth with
Pick it
Warrior.
up a bit.
With Warrior and Bastion
Lower?
because fuck Nickelback.
Wow.
I'm gonna be your voice coach here, bro.
Shut up. Cactu is
Softer,
gonna be
softer,
a
softer.
Resto Druid
There
with
you go.
the Fairy People, aka Don't Care. Special Kid is gonna be a Boomkin with Bastion. Zarth is just a Shadow Priest. I accept that.
Yeah, but you need a covenant. You need a covenant.
Well, he did give me one. Oh, Venthier. Okay, I definitely accept that. That's what I'm going with. We got Madame Paladin Officials Necrolord for Pally, which is an odd combination.
It's really
we
good
got
for raid.
we got Brusif with a gross prop paladin, and he's gonna be Kieran.
Why does it have to be a gross prop paladin?
Rope.
That too, while we're
Nothing
at
No,
it.
he's not. He's not a
Another Freudian
priest.
slip.
Probably.
And this is from Brusif for Bort. He's gonna be a Venthier Blood DK.
So, of all of those, which one makes the most sense, or is there still more to go?
No, that's it.
I'd say Venthier Blood DK just because blood
Um,
vampires.
So in terms of just the visuals, it depends. But in terms of the like story for the Covenants, even though I don't have the title, the one that makes sense the most would be Shadow Priest and DK for Venthier because they're atoning for sins.
Fake ass lore master, anyway.
Prop Paladin with Kieran, that meshes really well as well. So Paladin with Necrolord, I mean, I agree with it because technically a Paladin is just a warrior that was a priest. And to be part of the Necrolord, you have to be strong either the mind or the body, so it makes sense.
Is it Necrolord's where I'm going, isn't it? No? Where did I decide? Venthyr, right?
Your I believe is Necrolord or Venthyr.
What's the blood portal? The blood link.
Venthyr.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Even if I'm wrong, I'm right.
I only chose that because I want to do stuff that's the opposite of what I already can do, right? Like movement, I don't have a lot of ability, though now that I don't have to make a choice between my lock portal and
the burning
my other stuff,
thing.
that's really nice. So that gives me just a tiny bit of mobility, but yeah, that also felt really fun. I didn't go through very much of it, but what I did go through, it felt fun. It's some of the parts of the zone is really ugly, but
wow, they're super regal and
I didn't go with what
atoning for sins.
I didn't go with what's
that should
best.
mesh with you.
I didn't go with what's best. I don't think. I know it was between the two. Now, here's the important question. This is what I really need to know. Because some people kind of made fun of me. Because my transmog kind of matches the vibe of going through my covenant zone. So I need to know, am I the only one that's transmogging to fit my covenant for my main? Is anybody else here doing that?
No, I'm keeping the same transmog.
You're not changing your transmog at all?
No, because the variations of absolution gear is the best. For a priest, at least.
Do you ever change your transmog? You just walk around looking ugly all day.
My armor, it looks spectacular. By the by. But no, I switch it up sometimes, but I don't switch it for the expansion.
Am I the only one that does that? I get a new mod.
Themes. I change my transmog like month to day to week. It depends.
I always spend. What about you, Brew?
Hour.
Do you well, you look like you're a hobo, right? Because you're Brew. Your monk is a.
Oh no! Well, my monk looks
He's going
like
paladin because they're going to be OP.
Guild needs monk.
Wow, they're just destroying your dreams.
I'm a multi-classer.
Are you though?
Indecisive multi-classer.
Marriage has given him.
Been a week and a day.
That's all it takes. The second the paper send, it's game over, man. It's game over.
So
wait, did you sign a prenup?
No.
I just need to make sure that am I the only one in the world that transmogs for the occasion of the expansion?
Well, I'm sure there's other people that.
No, you are the only person in the entire world that does it.
Nay, the entire universe.
Well, to be fair, Malort, your name is in red, and the red contrast with the dark background hurts my eyes. So me and Malort are the only two then. I'm looking.
Okay.
See.
Well, they have a really Italian name, but Cat does what you do, but they like the heritage.
Yeah, so like I did not say that. I would tell you directly you were ugly because that's how I roll.
That's also valid. Yeah.
I that's a very it's a very important part of.
Is it though?
The transition for the expansion. It's a big. That's very final to me. When I start doing my transmog at the end of the current expansion for the next one, that's like my.
But it's final regardless.
Because you were like a pirate for all of BFA, right?
But yeah, it's like my, how like if you're prepping for like a big meeting or a big day or a big thing that it's something, it's
She's
part of my
regal for it.
It's like my hype, right? Like, and it gives me a chance to get myself in the mindset of what we're going to be going through in
You're basically
the next
saying,
expansion.
Like, getting ready for like a party.
Basically, yeah. Except sometimes it takes me 2 months to figure out what I'm going to wear for said party, which probably mirrors many other people in real life. I don't even take that long to decide what I'm going to wear in real life. I take more time to decide. But if you remember, Rem, in Legion for BFA, I for months was trying to just find the perfect.
Yeah, it took her a while. She's like, "Oh, what do you think about this one?"
Because I was meeting Catherine fucking Proudmoore. You
about
don't
that
show
one?
up to
What
meet
about this
Catherine
one?
Proudmoore looking like a fucking scrub, right? Like
She
that's
looks
not.
like a scrub.
We're
so
going
it
to
works out.
Quilteris for the very first time. I need to make sure that I am acceptably.
And then you find out that
Dapper.
she shipped her daughter off to die. Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
got
I
over
showed up
that.
with my monk, and I just looked like I belonged in the fucking gutter.
Well, that's Paralis, so you fit in.
You know, I looked ugly. I don't care because, you know, Catherine Proudmoore, she was an ugly person to begin with, so fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but they learn to love each other.
But she good now. She cool.
Yeah, they learn to love each other. But honestly,
she
like
rebounded well.
I, you know, gave my sword to, you know, the Proudmoores. I'm in. I'm fighting.
Were you more proud than other times?
I was proud more than others. It's true.
Can give up in the world.
It was weird because for Shadowlands, I was uncertain, so I didn't really know what I was gonna do for the transmog, and then I realized that I had some.
It's a whole other dimension. Anything's possible.
Wow. You should put that on a fucking t-shirt.
I just
It
might.
happens.
I'm gonna make a red bubble, okay?
So.
New
Get it on
podcast
a
merch
mug.
coming when?
What did you say, Brew?
New podcast merch coming when?
Listen. I have not been my best version of myself. I'm just tired.
Yeah, we can't even change the message of the day anymore.
Fucking bitch.
Okay, listen.
Okay, so to be honest, Envy and I were having a lot of fun with it lately because we're doing.
Because they're
stuff,
children.
dumb stuff.
Basically, because they're children.
No, don't interrupt. You don't want him to interrupt. You don't fucking interrupt.
Like, what the fuck is a pangolin?
I'm older than him. He can't interrupt.
How old? What's the age difference there?
It's a lot.
That's only like 6 years.
It's a
All
lot.
right, so that means Rem
Well,
is
you gotta ask the
54.
ginger. I honestly don't know how old I am. I think I'm gonna be 38, but I'm pretty sure I've been 38 this entire year, and I'm actually gonna be 39. I actually don't know. Hold on.
I thought you were. Never mind.
You know, you got this thing called a birth certificate.
I'm not gonna go get my birth certificate to find out how
Think we're-
fucking old I am.
I think we're 10 years apart? Because Rem and I are the same age, right?
I just texted the ginger because I don't know.
Well, I honestly thought you were like 35, 36. So I'm confused.
Yeah. Yeah, Rem, you and I are both.
I'm lucky. I remember my own birthday.
Listen,
like you, so.
guys, I'm no spring chicken. I'm not a winter chicken either, just so we're
Well, you a salt and battery chicken all the time, apparently.
I
so.
didn't get any salt on my GD chicken. Okay, I think Angie's right.
Angie's great.
I think she's right. I think
See, I had it reversed.
the ginger said I am 38.
So there's a 3-year difference between us.
So then it's Angie that's 6 years old than me.
Yeah.
Angie doesn't have an age. She's a vampire. She's stuck where she's at.
Do you know what it's like to age very, very slowly, but it also feels very quick at the same time?
Well,
And
that's
then
what's gonna happen to me. Like,
you find yourself changing in ways that you never realize. Like even my tolerance on Twitter, I realize that it just is not. I don't know. I'm still quite ornery, right? And I still have a really good sense of humor, and I'm quite immature, to be perfectly frank. But
sense of humor. What?
Okay.
But I I don't know where my youth went.
Oh, I thought you were literally looking for. I was like, what are you talking about?
No, I am looking for my youth because it ran off with my uterus. I just.
Okay, now you're just kissing ass.
Hey, I could pass for 22.
No, he meant. Never mind.
I'll kill you. I will kill you. I will kill you. Okay, so with next week's event, we're just kind of doing shows until Shadowlands because there really isn't much to talk about. But it's good to get in the habit of the show.
Whatever, there's plenty to talk about. I started off as a level 10 druid, and in like 4 hours, I ended up at 30. That was fucking hilarious.
But tell everyone what your druid's name is.
Oh,
I love his druid's name. It's fucking great.
It's a Kultiran druid. It's primarily going to be a bear, and it's called Beer Foam.
It's called Beer Foam?
Because it's bear form, but beer foam?
Beer phone?
Foam.
No, it's beer foam because he's in bear form.
Beer form. Beer form. Beer form. Beer form.
And no matter how many times you say it, it isn't going to be any funnier.
I don't give a
fuck.
That
is terrible. That's how could you two let him do this?
I'm a dad now, evidently. the Rem is a happier person. God.
No, I just noticed it today when he was playing it. I was like, oh, that's a cute name.
So beer foam. Bear foam.
See. Beer foam.
Makes sense to us. Fuck off.
I'm gonna keep drinking until it's funny. Hold on.
I mean,
I love it. I saw it today and I laughed.
Okay,
it's stupid easy to play.
It's almost funny. Hold on.
It is.
I'm just thrashing everything.
Dude, it's
I got
almost
you
as
guys.
bad
Hold
as
on. It's gonna be funny in just a
Cycles
minute.
build for Havoc
Belle, can
Demon
we
Hunter
do,
where
like-
you don't even press blade dance.
Do you have like intermission or show too, or no?
Oh, well. You want to make donuts?
Like, do you have a video? Oh, I mean, if you want to make donuts, that's cool. I just want to refill.
You want to what?
Refill. But I'll wait. It's okay.
You gotta learn.
He's asking for an intermission.
You have to
so
learn
you
to
can
have
get a
multiple
refill.
drinks at your disposal during show night for when
Jesus.
you might possibly
No,
want.
I have multiple drinks, but not the right kinds.
I have all of them. I have water. I
one
have
my
soda.
sister
I
did.
have tea. I have 4 different kinds of alcohol in my refrigerator.
I'll just drink water. I'll live.
I'm gonna teach you how to be efficient. Okay.
Hold on. Honey,
Another
are you watching?
problem-solving thing. We have to figure out how I can fit Rem in my office for the Thanksgiving stuff because he wants to come over. But like, I'm wowing. I cook, then everybody eats, and then I take a nap.
Well, I was
I
telling
wasn't
you, like,
invited to this.
unless I'm bringing my whole system for like from like Thursday to Saturday, I'm just gonna come right back home after Thursday.
Ram, all you need to do is you don't even need to do anything. You just need to drive yourself to the airport, fly on over. There's a desk behind me, a gaming laptop.
He's not coming
that
here
goes
for the
with
desk.
it,
He's coming here for the food.
and a turkey that's being smoked for 18 hours.
He gets turkey times 2, my famous honey ham times 2. Like, you probably
So I
got me
have-
beat in the barbecue area, but I gotta be honest with you, nobody beats me on Thanksgiving.
So I'll have to be
and you're
honest.
getting a line of Coke.
What?
That is no. I'm
That's
good on
stealing
that.
the fucking election votes, asshole!
No,
But
Voter
if you move to
fraud.
Oregon, Envy.
Poll fraud. POLE. Poll fraud.
like, there's not many things that I give. I was gonna say your government name, but Belle, props for it. But she is one of the best cooks ever.
All right, I tried. Eth, it's on you, man. You need to get your ass over here.
Now,
I told you next year I'm going out there.
I do not smoke a turkey.
As long as there's not a fucking pandemic.
But I do make excellent turkey. I've never smoked a turkey only because for Thanksgiving purposes, I'm pretty traditional in terms of my meats. all the meats. But I do love a good smoked turkey and a good fried turkey too. Who doesn't love a good fried turkey? But I do put my heart and soul into Thanksgiving because I don't cook the rest of the goddamn week. Nothing.
Oh no!
make
Last year
all
I
the food.
had leftovers for like a week. It was amazing.
I mean, Cactu, I told you
All the meats.
repeatedly how many times you're invited, but you bitch out each and every time. No, I'm watching the
Listen,
baby.
there's more
No,
of
I'm
us in
feeding the
Arizona than
baby.
there are of you in Colorado. We
Well, and part of the
you
problem
should
is
be
this
migrating
Thanksgiving
in this
is in
direction.
October.
But to be fair, I didn't know ETH back then, and I do now, so the visits might be more frequent.
We're not afraid of the pandemic here. We don't wear masks, okay?
Because people are retarded here. Yeah.
We shake
No,
hands with
no.
no masks at rallies.
No, not retarded. They're fucking stupid. Get it fucking right. There is no retard. They are just fucking stupid, useless, goddamn, fucking ignorant people. That's it.
Well, he's not wrong though. Sorry, he's really not wrong. To that end, it's very important that you guys keep yourselves safe. We are in an upswing, it seems, but I am confident this
Just
task
come on
force
over to
we're going to
Parker.
see in January is going to do some good. My youngest said, "Mom,
That too.
do you think Santa will get COVID?" And I
All the milk and
said,
cookies, probably.
"Son,
That's fucking
he
adorable.
comes from a magical place, and magical beings like him and the Easter Bunny they don't get diseases." And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because it's magic." He goes, "But what kind of magic?"
They're immune.
This is why you don't ask questions or answer questions to children, because the one leads to the other, which leads to the other.
Banks is becoming like Xavier.
Yeah, because they're not dumb and they know you're lying and they are trying to get your dirty little mouth to admit it. So they ask you questions until you get to that point where you have no answer.
Accurate.
Well, I did tell him that Santa is very unhealthy in his diet. So he does give cookies and insists on putting vegetables in ranch. As well.
So you told Santa he's Wilford Brimley.
I told Santa he was bean dip.
That's not really fair to Santa. The fuck is wrong with you?
Aw, poor Santa.
Don't ruin that child's dream.
You know, one of these days.
I will never be more sad than the day that I have a kid and that kid gives me vegetables and ranch.
You know,
Damn, those cookies are for me.
I know, right?
well, so there's both. I
Oh my!
I don't do the eating of the things. That's usually the ginger, and I leave the meat out. Seriously, Santa loves smoked meats.
Some dry aged rib roast.
Out of context, it just sounds so gross.
Fuck you.
No, like dry age. But because never mind.
My wife hates
am-
dry aged steak. That's what he's trying to get at.
That's
Whose
not what I was
wife
saying.
hates dry
but-
aged steak?
Oh well,
You
she
know.
does.
Whoops, sorry.
What?
Dude,
What the fuck
mail
is
me
wrong
some.
with her?
I will eat it instead.
Listen, me and Lena are friends, but I don't know if I can be okay with this.
That's like finding out your friend likes well done steak. Like, get out.
You know what it was? She's really.
I don't trust anyone that likes well done meat, just so we're clear. And if any of
She's
you
the
in
type
chat
of
like
person-
well done meat, we cannot be friends. We could be acquaintances and I'll wave at you, but we cannot be friends.
No, what was it? What was it that he said? Business proximity associates.
Workplace proximity associate.
That's right. It's like
No,
it's like finding out your wife.
I fucked up and I told my wife the science behind dry age. And anybody who dry ages knows that you're basically,
dry age.
you know, the mold is growing around the damn thing, and it has this funky smell similar to to blue cheese. And she's just like, oh. But once you fucking taste it, holy Jesus, you're gonna want to make love to that plate.
Some
And
people
I don't
do.
know how I ended
There's
up with extra
There's a
horseradish,
FetLife for
but I
that.
did.
I heard. You know, one time I had to go down the FetLife rabbit hole.
What?
And you WoW fans are dirty little hamsters. By the way, all of you WoW players with your little FetLifes, and I'm not judging you. You can have your Fet. I'm not Fet shaming you. But I did have to go take a walk on the FetLife side, and I had to have assistance because I've never FetLife before, and I had to do it on Bertha, and I was pissed the fuck off because I had to do it on Bertha, and Bertha had to be
Why you gotta
tainted.
bring up negative shit?
So listen, guys, let me tell you a story because it's the end of the show already, right? So we can have story time. Show's been over.
No?
God, no.
You're not going to get any quality content until at least Shadowlands. That's just so we're clear. This is just filler entertainment until yeah. So
Allegedly.
now I used to be a different type of person. A year ago, I was a different kind of person. I'm different now.
You were when you were younger, yeah.
Well, I used to be all about being worried about my friends and their lives. I no longer give any shits. Like, I care none.
Calandra, it's Nathaniel.
We did. We talked about the event stuff before Thanos, but there really wasn't a whole lot of other stuff.
And a little bit Covenants, I guess.
So
these are filler episodes, okay?
So now
we're DBZ now.
World of Warcraft
When he
players
put his
are
spirit bomb.
super fun. I know, Rem interrupted everything I tried to say. I did give up. I'm not gonna lie. I gave up.
Wow.
I gave up halfway through.
Fuck off.
I gave up halfway through trying to have any kind of information because it just wasn't happening. That's okay. Sometimes you can't win them all. That's all right.
Man, I put a lot of effort into my notes today.
That's okay. We're gonna get to your notes. Don't you worry.
You done fucked up?
You're all gonna be able to do your notes. Don't you worry. So now,
Notes?
you WoW players are kind of freaky. Fun to party with. But so Rem gets himself a WoW girlfriend, right?
Oh my god.
I want to like her. Do I really though? I have to ask myself, did I really want to like her? Or is that just something I say to make myself feel better, right? Did I really? So.
I don't know if I believe this.
I find out things. These things I'm not okay with these things. Not because I want to be judgy, but because for my friend Rem, I need not what I found out, right? So then I found out other things. In order for me to confirm said other things, I had to travel down the FetLife road. Now, I want you to know that I wasn't stalking his WoW girlfriend's FetLife because the FetLife itself, that wasn't what the reason. I was looking for a specific thing. Really, I just wanted to make sure she didn't like worship the devil and like have ritual sacrifices before sex. I don't really know. But I was looking for something specific that told me my feeling was not incorrect. Fetishes, that's fine. Do your thing. Handle your business. So I come across. Now, when I made the FetLife account, I needed assistance because I've never done anything like that before. I named my account the Rusty Trombone. I'm pretty sure that FetLife account still exists because I don't ever, after that one time. So I see on this FetLife lots of like WoW stuff intertwined in this individual's FetLife. Now, the thing about FetLife is a lot of what you do isn't secret. The things you comment on, your interactions, it's not really a secret. I see this thread about this sex machine. I'm like, what the fuck is a sex machine? What is it? I Google and I'm like, oh my. What do you mean? So this person was asking for a time to schedule to rent or to use another individual's sex machine. That isn't what bothered me. The sex machine's totally fine. Handle your business. Sometimes sex machines don't talk back. So like, go for it. But then I was thinking about it.
This is going downhill fucking quick.
This entire thread was other
Yeah, my
people
complete
also
attention.
trying to schedule a time. This chick rents out, you go to her house and use her sex machine. Does it get sanitized in between? What are the cleaning procedures? What happens if you don't clean it? How can you be for sure? And I said
Somebody linked
to
this already, I think.
Rem, we can't stand for this because that's germs and that's fucking gross. Like, this is not okay. I didn't care about any of the other, there was other alarming things that I'm not going to judge because you do whatever you want with whatever weird shit I saw. But I could not get over this one thing of trying to schedule time for this other person's machine where there had been no clear outline if there was any sanitized measures happening in between the renting out of said machine. And when you go to this person's house and you use it and then you leave, is there music that's playing in the room? Is there candles? Like, what type of situation?
It's like waiting room music or elevator music, yeah.
So Rem has made me do terrible things in the name of friendship. I saw things that I can never literally recover from in my life. No, I'm fairly, like, I'm not shy, but some things I think are not to be really talked about. And sometimes I think there's a line. I know Belle has a line. Who would have thought? I was not mad necessarily about what I found. I was mad at Rem that I had to do that. I was mad that I had to see things on parts of the internet that are not okay. Like, some of y'all are fucking weird. That's all I'm going to say. Not shaming. Handle you. Like to be peed on, that's cool. Now, let's talk about WoW stuff.
I'm signing up. I'm signing up to this website while you're all talking and shit.
No, just go to Warcraft After Dark. You'll find all the weird shit.
What is really funny is I had to disclose to my husband, hey, you're going to see this site. I swear to God, it's not me. Like, there's nothing weird going on. You're going to see this site. And it turns out that's exactly what we saw. Okay, Brew, you have show stuff. Now the floor is yours.
Ah, yes. So I
That
put
is nice
a lot of
hardwood
effort
floor.
in today. So one of my first notes is why do Raid and Mythic Plus in pre-patch? So for Raid and Mythic Plus, you're probably thinking, hey, you know what? Everything's done. 8.3's over. We're getting ready for Shadowlands. AOTC, Cutting Edge, gone. The mounts are still there. You can still run Mythic Jaina for 100% mount drop rate with your guild, or you can get into pugs for it. Or
But
you
it's
can buy
100% drop rate, but it's not guaranteed for everyone, right?
Yes, it still drops. It's 100% for 2 mounts.
2 mounts in the run.
Per run.
200% then.
Yep. You can still get the uncorrupted Voidwing from Heroic Nyalotha, and then Mythic N'Zoth still drops to all seers. And Rated Mythic Plus also a really, if you don't have beta, it is also still a good way to get at least a feel for how your class and spec plays with your new rotation, with all the abilities added back into Shadowlands for you. And it allows you to try new add-ons and to improve your UI. This is a good time to change keybinds. This is a great time to move things around. I don't want to get too much into like the theory crafting behind, UI design and how people should set it up, because everyone's different. But there's always improvements you can make, and if you're trying to push high-end Mythic Plus content, I encourage you to check out things like Voodoo, LVUI, Plater, QE nameplates, etc. Just because there's a lot you can do. They're very customizable.
I think it's a good idea for us to get back to the highlight. I used to do the add-on highlight where I either picked one to test if it was like the hot new item. But I think it's probably a good idea maybe for the following episode, not next week, but the following week, for us to talk about some add-ons that I know they've got some new ones that I tested briefly, but it's really hard to test because I want to test them for Shadowlands. But I think, Brew, that's probably a really good idea for us to get back to some of that stuff, because I know that with there being so many new people, she agrees. That's probably a good idea for the add-on. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, no worries. I also experienced Exile's Reach for the first time last night. I spent, I want to say about, I think it took me about 20 minutes to go through the whole thing with a couple friends. We ran through. It was actually a really good experience. For people who already have played, it's a good way to get a new transmog set. They actually have a transmog set for Horde and Alliance, and you only have to do it on one side. I was leveling a Horde Warrior last night, and I was getting the Horde set as well as the Alliance set. So you unlock both. So you only really have to go through it once. But I like the idea of them revamping the new player experience from like 1 to 10, because it does do a good job of explaining what you're doing and what you're going through for someone who's new to the game. And I think WoW has needed that for a really, really long time, and hopefully will help bring in and help retain new players with lowering the learning curve a little bit. And then a lot of stuff that I've been doing lately, I've been running with friends on beta in Mythic Plus. Tyrannical tuning is really fun because this has been the first week that I've really done tyrannical keys on beta. It's given me a good appreciation of the boss design and the mechanics. I think they've done a really good job at designing it. Some of them are definitely overtuned.
How much
like
soaking mechanics are there? That's all I care about.
So in the other side, there's a boss called Dealer. I think it's Zyzexa. It's very mechanically intense, but it's very rewarding. It's very fun. As stressful as it can be. There are abilities you need to dodge. They drop things on the ground, and then those things basically turn into jets that you have to hop into when an explosion's going to go off. It was really fun trying to figure it out, like just even in like a +8 or a +9, whatever we were in this morning. And we were running with people that, you know, are like 3KIO. Some of them are MDI players, and learning this fighter is it was an experience for sure.
But that's the great thing about a new expansion is everybody is going to be learning the fight. Nobody can
Yeah.
be going into the expansion as a pro. Even testers, right? Because a week before in beta is not necessarily going to be the exact same in live.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of fights that have changed. I can't think of ones specifically in Mythic Plus, but I know there's been raid fights that they have changed drastically over the course of alpha and beta. I can't think of the name of the boss in the raid, but there's one that basically has you dance, and the way the dances worked has changed 2 or 3 times, if I recall correctly. In Plaguefall, I know there's a boss, Domino Nightcallers. I think she's the 3rd boss. It's definitely going to be interesting how to handle some of the mechanics on that, especially on Tyrannical when you have multiple phases with her. It was really easy as a brewmaster with my high movement and really good AoE spells with Rushing Jade Wind and Spinning Crane Kick. But I'd be curious to play that as like a Death Knight or a Paladin to try and handle some of those mechanics that usually like high mobility tanks will handle. And then I think the hardest fight I've done so far in Tyrannical this week was Mordretha, the Endless Empress. She's the final boss of Theater of Pain. The first phase is really easy. It's a council style boss where you have, you know, three bosses fighting you at the same time. Eventually, when you kind of get it down to...
That's not shared health pool though, right? It's...
No. You eventually have like ghosts and stuff that you have to dodge, and they kind of like spawn on the outside and go in. Sometimes they spawn where you're standing and you have to move away from, sort of like Xanesh, like the Soulflay ability. That was probably the most mechanically intense fight that I've seen so far in Tyrannical Mythic Plus. But Tyrannical overtuned, Fortified seems about on par for what I'd expect, at least. But it's been really fun. It's been a great experience.
Didn't they introduce 3 or 4 new
affixes?
Yeah, I feel like there was 4.
They did.
Yeah, they removed a couple and they added some that were a little more attuned to the dungeons instead of like having what's it? I'm spacing on it. But when it drops a shit on the ground and you're in little hallways and told to gore,
Sanguine.
Yeah, they redid how Sanguine works. Instead of the Sanguine pools lasting 60 seconds, they now last 20, which is a really big improvement for classes, you know, like Warrior or Paladin that don't really have displacements like Monk and DKs have. Storming is the bane of all melee's existence. Basically, when you're fighting mobs,
that's the whirlwinds that shoot you up in the air.
Yeah, basically the mobs will spawn whirlwinds, sort of like explosives, except these whirlwinds move.
I'm fine. I'm ranged.
Yeah, it's not a problem for you. I'm trying to remember the ones I remember being really happy about the ones they removed, and I haven't had to see them.
Was removed.
Yeah, teaming was removed. There were
Bursting was improved.
Well,
Bursting was a major
even when it wasn't tyrannical, I didn't mind teaming because it just adds more people to kill. But I guess I understand why they removed it because of the AoE and cleave changes. But you know, the affixes for the Mythic Pluses going to Shadowlands should be pretty interesting for sure.
Yeah.
They also bursting is dispellable now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right now, at the moment, too.
So some quality of life improvements there.
Yeah, Rem. Did you ever have to deal with fortified teaming Void in season 3 of BFA in Temple of Sithralis?
No.
Yeah, at one point there was one of the packs right before the third boss. I think it was like Galv. It was 5 dervishes and a Void emissary right in the middle. And
I know those polls, but I didn't do season 3. I wasn't active in keys.
You remember that pool, Envy, with the one Void and the 5 dervishes?
Where exactly?
It was at the top of the stairs right before the third boss.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that was hell. That was one absolute hell of a pull. I think some of the top end Mythic Plusters, like the day that went like live for the first time, they did like math on the healing for like an 18, and I think in season 3 would have taken like 158k HPS, which wasn't possible.
It was fucking hilarious for sure. I remember actively avoiding that fucking dungeon just because of that fucking pool.
What do you do when you actively avoid all the dungeons?
You never fucking log on is what you fucking do.
That's true. That is.
Are you logging on soon? Do you need the mythic mount? We're not doing anything evidently.
He's not wrong. Are you doing something? It would be on the calendar. I would expect, right? I thought I saw something on the calendar.
You know what? If you log on after this show, I will drag you through a 15. I got Cactu.
I look like I want to do a 15 at 10 o'clock at night. I don't even want to go through a 2.
You want a mount, don't you?
Oh yeah, that one's still available too. If you do all your 15s, you might not get the feat of strength, but you can still get your little.
Then there's no point.
Danger Noodle
the mount is disgusting. It's like a white sperm with teeth.
Oh, is it that?
It's the mailbox mount that Bean Dip got. The first fucking.
The mailbox mount.
Damn it, Bean Dip.
There is a mount you can get from opening mailboxes and visions.
Yep. I still don't have that one.
Oh, see, now you're causing envy to drink. God damn it.
I haven't done a vision.
I'm sorry, drink more.
Is it a PvP Brawl week?
ETH, yeah, there were changes to Grievous. It seems like it's a little easier to get out of the stacks for the healers. It seems to be usually one GCD removes a stack, but I don't necessarily play a healer for the most part, so I can't.
Neither does Cactu.
Neither does.
I'm
So
kidding,
I
Cactus.
haven't
Damn.
necessarily experienced it from a healer or DPS perspective.
I don't know. I see those stacks grow up, but Cactus doesn't. So
Cactus got a BOE?
I'm waiting for Cactu to answer. Did he answer? Oh, so, the good news is I will be forced to do those for the vault because I'm not going to be basic and just do
PvP.
only the PvP stuff because that is then a part of the problem of the complainers who complains that they don't have enough choice, right? I have the opportunity to, at very minimum, give myself 6 choices a week, maybe 9 of options because options are good. I know there's still like a lot of arguments around that, even though I know they've done some adjustments, and I'm sure not everybody's going to be happy about that because we as a people need something to complain about. That just is who we are as
you're
gamers,
damned if
so.
you do, damned if you don't.
And that I accept that fate for myself as well. Like I'm not always going to be 100% happy with everything in live either, and that's, you know, I'm okay with that. But I for my time, it still feels better at bare minimum getting 3 options, even if I just do the very bare of whatever of the paths I choose. 3 is still better than hating your life, being drug into a fucking 15, literally cursing yourself because you're in this 15 that you don't want to fucking be in. And then you get really excited to go see what you get in your chest, and it's...
Same trinket you've gotten for 3 weeks in a row.
Or it's an upgrade for a slot I just got an upgrade in from the raid the week before. Or it's... And that hurts my feelings. That's painful. And I think there's nothing wrong with Blizzard giving different paths to make that choice. I can either just do my path, or I can do all 3. And it's the same for Raiders. It's the same for Mythic Plusers. You can either do all 3, or you can just do your path. There's nothing different changing except more options. Because if you go back to this expansion, you only get one option, one chest.
Wait, even if you stay in your own little lane doing PvP or just Mythic Plus and Mythic Raids, you have 3 choices instead of just getting bracers week after week, after week, fucking week.
And you get to make the choice because you get, or you do your one run now and you get your bullshit out of there, and then you're sad and you're crying, and then you're drinking with envy on a Sunday night.
You're still going to be pissed off. You're just going to be less pissed off at what option.
Yeah.
Or maybe there'll be a longer duration in between your pissed offness, right? Because you might get a couple good weeks in a row where you get some really good choices. But once you get to a certain point in the expansion in between tiers anyway, you reach that moment anyway where pretty much everything you're getting isn't much of an improvement until the next tier of rating. So
you're definitely going to plateau. It's inevitable for everybody.
And you just got to be okay with it. You got to be okay with it.
Of course, you know, everybody knows that the best skier comes from Visions.
Now,
you're not going to run Mythic Pluses for 8 weeks in a row and get 6 rings in your chest.
Next episode, we're going to talk about some raid stuff. We're also going to talk about some kind of like getting started day 1 of potential paths and things when the expansion launches to do. If you're a guild master or if you are a caretaker of people of your guild, now's a good time for you to rally everyone for the potions and flasks for leveling, get your food cooked, the low-end recipes for the low-end gems, the low-end... Somebody help me. I had a full fucking retard moment.
No, you can't ask me to think right now.
Enchants, thank you. Those are really great when you're leveling because you can waste those on gear that you get as you're leveling and wait until you're max before you then go to your guild crafter of the new stuff to get those items. So I always do a ton of prep so that way the guild has everything they need when they start to log on. Extra bags is also something that's really, really great to have, mostly because even when we do pre-leveling before the expansion starts and people, that's when they start doing all their alt stuff, people always decide, usually because of somebody else in the guild, when they're leveling, they decide they want to level that. But it's always good to have kind of all that extra stuff. And I usually have those tabs ready to go for launch night. And I try to...
Oh, is that what the message of the day was?
I will fucking stab you.
No, I changed it already. Don't worry.
I'll kill you. I will kill you both.
I'll kill you where you stand.
I also try to, like, if you have guild officers or if it's just you and you're the only one that cares in your guild, I try to make sure that I have a solid understanding of, like, the first stuff when we go through the expansion, because people are going to come online that haven't been online since, you know, before Lindsay Lohan found Coke. So they're going to come with
the good days.
They're going to come with a ton of questions. And what I've noticed throughout the years of doing this expansion stuff in the guild is there's a lot of players that are really patient and answer the questions, but sometimes even myself is guilty of that. I just want to play the fucking game and stop asking questions that you could go to Wowhead and find. Only because, and I never would have said this 5 years ago, I used to get very annoyed when people would say Google it. I think it's good to have kind of in your back pocket the base things that you're going to need to help with. You're going to need to help with your guildies so that you can field those questions quicker. It's probably also a good idea if you have either your favorite video for your quick guide for your intros. I don't know who's doing content creation these days for WoW videos. So whoever the flavor of the week is, Bellular is probably always a good
What
one.
the
I mean, I don't know. He always
He puts out good content.
You know, I've been watching a lot of Hazel Nutty.
I really do like her. She's a nice person in real life too.
Yeah, she does. She has good videos. T&E always has good videos.
Well, they don't really do, like, I don't really see Tal doing a step through of starting the expansion. There's always those people who don't read. And when I say that, I'm talking about my brother Dominic. He is one of about 1 million players who do no prepping whatsoever. Instead, they go ham. And I will bet you $100 right now, my brother Dominic asked 60 fucking questions expansion day.
He doesn't
100%.
fucking read anything. Like fucking guild invites.
Nobody reads. So those players that don't read, sometimes it's probably a good idea to keybind some links and be like, here, figure it out yourself.
God damn it.
But my brother is one of them.
Like a goddamn Comcast agent.
What's weird is my husband does the same thing. Now, keep in mind, for my husband and my brother, I explain this stuff to them before all the things. I do it every expansion. I do it every big major change that they need to know about. I go in depth and never fucking fails. My ginger yell over there, hey, how do I do this? Really? Because I just literally broke it down for you. But for those guys that sometimes people just don't want to read. It's good to have that information handy.
Really likes the door there.
Is the dog humping the door? Aww.
No, it's like, hey, Brew, fucking open the door.
He probably needs to go potty just like me.
Oh. Well, you both can pee right here if you wish. Probably get some tips or donations. But next episode, remember we're bi-weekly right now.
I've done this before too.
If you want to get a hold of Envy, message him on Twitter or let me get you his Discord. Hold please.
If there was a correct message of the day, you guys
Envy hashtag 5697. But I'm
you don't
serious.
even know what day of the week it is, and you just gave your Discord information? What?
Mine is
always
Remedies
prepared.
1262.
And I told you, I've done this before.
It's like getting high makes him some kind of fucking savant. I swear to God.
No, goddamn, I can see his back.
Oh my, wait, what? Who's back?
Oh, not on the stream, but I can see.
You're scaring me. Hold on. How do I link his thing?
No, on our call, I can see him, but because you have the way you have it cropped, I can't see it on stream.
Oh, dude. Oh man, I feels right now.
So we can totally see MVP. Like, he totally is peeing. So because I have the screen cropped right here, like, because I cropped the boxes, you can... Oh.
I linked his thing for you.
How about I freaking... So you know what I need to do? That's actually a reminder. You know what I'm going to do, guys? On our... I need to revamp and refresh everything. I'll list contact information for everybody on the Twitch stream, and I should probably refresh and update that stuff anyway. OnlyFans too, for sure. I know Rem has one.
Yeah.
We got an OnlyFans member in the guild,
OnlyFans.com.
We don't promote
backslash
and I wash my hands, by the way.
Wait, there's an OnlyFans member in the guild?
Yeah, Shaw.
Yeah, he has
oh,
a few
he's
that are promoting it.
I mean, that's...
He has an OnlyFans account.
But my OnlyFans is about I get paid to put clothes back on and to see the cheats getting
well,
folded.
You know, our member, he's, you know, he loves Palm Springs.
So
rainbows
awesome
are his
place.
favorite. Yeah.
Next week we'll talk about stuff you need to know, prepping for Shadowlands. Rem's gonna do well to not interrupt me when I have important things to say. And only interrupt me when I don't have important things to say. And again, you're not gonna get a whole lot of quality until the expansion launches.
I don't know, Joe.
I only restarted the show to get myself back in the habit. I have really bad habits because life. So now I got to get back.
She's got that habit, yo.
The crack habit, not crack.
We're going to go to Oregon.
Oregon.
Not like right. It's totally okay now in Oregon. They decriminalize it, so you could go take your big old crack pipe.
You could go to a place called Meth and Burritos.
You can go get meth and burritos. You could go get yourself a big old rock and get you a heroin.
You can go to Oregon, buy yourself some rock, preheat that spoon.
If anybody wants to buy coke, that's where you go because it's not criminal to possess it. Also, Arizona just passed the weed law, by the way, the legalizing weed.
Welcome to the family.
I'm a mother and a grandmother, so it doesn't really help me here, but I'm sure
it'll help the ginger.
That motherfucker ain't never inhaled in his life.
I would pay to see him high. That'd be hilarious. Sorry, I ended up it again. Oh my god.
The show's pretty much over now. I was really just holding on because I know all of them have to go to the bathroom, and I know that Rem's really thirsty.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
good.
I'm like physically hurting.
Yeah, like MP and I, we can hold this. We can hold
all
this
of you could just leave the camera on.
Okay, cool.
That sounds really weird.
OnlyFans. Ish.
Isn't it fans only?
MP,
$15.
It would be really funny though if he like. Left
you know what? But I got a 20% off. You only pay like $11.99. I got like 20 of them available.
20 of what available?
That's how OnlyFans works. Don't ask me how I know. Fuck Bella Thorne.
But you have 20 what available?
Not really though.
Since it's the end of the show, could somebody tell me what is it you? What?
Nothing. Just don't ask questions. Don't.
Guys, I've never seen that kind of life. Okay, don't make me walk that road.
But you will.
I am until the stream is offline. I'm going to
I am gonna do the outro in a second, guys. Next episode, we'll be alive. That's all I know. That's the only thing for certain I know. Yeah, that's it. I don't know anything else. Just that we'll be alive.
But you know a lot about black holes and stuff.
It depends.
We were talking about this last week, and I thought that was really interesting to end the show on that note, like science and shit.
Yeah, because science. And
Because
now, with today's news, science is gonna be a thing again. It's not gonna be fake news. We might get some scientific answers to the question of why is Rem's room pretended to be clean. You could tell he threw things just in a I can see it. I cropped it out, but like he just has stuff thrown about in his room. Like I'm pretty sure I see dirty underwear. I don't know. Maybe it's dirty underwear. Though I've got quite a lot of good things going on my I got my little the ginger got me a baby Yoda. Since it's the end of show, we don't really care. He got
it's
me a
the
baby Yoda.
child, by the way.
Well, who's child?
That's
Rem's?
the name of the character.
Oh no, it's
the child.
It's Baby Yoda.
No, it's not Baby Yoda. It's wrong.
Yoda
was Yoda.
In my head. Oh, that's fancy. In my head, Baby Yoda and Baby Groot are best friends. Do you suppose that's true?
Disney owns them, so
They're like super besties. So guys, we will be back another time. Hey, Envy, you want to see something really cool?
So, by the way, all my dirty underwear is in a closed hamper.
Do you see the Russian hat up there, though?
I see the Yushenka. The one
that's
that
fucking
like
dope.
Rem lost, probably.
Fuck you.
Whoa. I do so my husband said when I moved stuff around in my office, he goes, "You're not ever gonna get all of your WoW stuff on the shelf."
Oh,
I'm not. Hey, you have yours too.
Yeah.
So
my room isn't fucking dirty.
As we're heading out for the night, Envy swears. Excuse me. Envy swears.
I swear every fucking day.
They're authentic.
They're not.
They're not.
You said they were authentic.
They came from Russia, yes.
They have the communist symbol on and everything. It has to be real.
But they're not like actual legit Yushankas, but they actually do a legit job of keeping your head
what?
warm.
A Yushanka?
This whole time you had me believing stuff.
It's not a real Yushanka as like an authentic like fucking animal fur fucking Yushanka.
First of all, I can't even say that word. Second of all, what do you mean Baby Yoda's gonna end up dead? I will drive to your house, Ethan. I will shit in your window.
No, you got to give him an upper decker. That's worse.
And I will warn your wife so she doesn't have to witness said shit on your window.
Evidently, my epidermis
aggressive.
is showing.
But you live in the part of Verado that's known for its aggressiveness. You have more Karens than I do, Eth.
There, I'm protected.
He says there's like... Eth says there's like a Karen within like 10 minutes of walking distance from you.
That's how we do.
Oh god, stuff.
What do you mean he isn't in 7, 8, or 9? The 7, 8, or 9s haven't been released, have they? They're because they were...
No, you idiot. That means he dropped him off. At the 7-Eleven.
At the daycare. Wait, what do you mean? How do you know he isn't in those episodes? They haven't been released?
He looked at the IMDb thing.
You're cheating! I'm telling your wife you're cheating.
Out of context, that could become a fight.
That's why I said it. I'm telling her. That's terrible.
What are we getting Eth in trouble with? Fuck that guy.
He doesn't know, Angie. It's fake news. He has no evidence. Just so
why would the kid be on the Force Awakens?
Zero evidence. There's no evidence.
Evidently, he had a tragedy today, so you got to forgive him.
It could be.
Something about
to be
boating
fair,
in Santa
them
Maria.
teachers aren't really a whole lot of good looking, so you don't really got to worry about that. I'm gonna make up something, and guess what? It's not a she.
As long as they love her himself.
Just kidding. Okay, guys, we're really out of here for reals because it's not going to get any smarter. And
Wait, we were doing a show?
we were doing something. I don't know that it was anything in the realm of
I
anything.
thought we were getting like our OnlyFans account ready.
Did a great job, and I noticed Rem didn't interrupt Brew when Brew was trying to do things. That's sexist.
Because you yelled at me.
And racist. And
I'm whiter than you. What are you talking about?
Religionist and spiritualist and
holy Christ.
I don't have any more ists in my list. So it's time to go. I got no ists.
Oh my god, yes. I was literally holding my dick.
Oh my, they can still hear you.
So he doesn't know how audio works.
Holy fuck, I'm high.
Whoops.
And drunk. I'm crossfaded like a motherfucker.
Night Nova. Crossfaded is how you end up President of the United States.
That's how you end up calling Rem and end up calling your ginger husband.
Oh, okay. You drunk dialing is quite funny.
Oh, orange tabby look.
You know what? Garth Brooks singing WAP.
That's hilarious.
Guys.
Gente.
IHOP. IHOP sounds
IHOP. There's only one cook in the fucking kitchen.
Whoa.
That was 1 year ago.
Okay, so I downloaded this Cataclysm thing, which is pretty cool. But I don't know how it's necessarily... It doesn't really look Cataclysm-ish. But maybe I guess it does. I don't know. I might be retarded. Anyway, did you know that there's websites that are dedicated to 3 monitor backgrounds?
I know there's a website dedicated to it, but no, there's backgrounds dedicated to
They have
monitors.
It's a pretty great website, actually. I don't remember what it's called, but
But do they have one for 4 monitors?
I don't know. They
Well,
have them
it
for
seems
3,
kinda
so
weird.
I assume they have
The
them for
fuck?
4.
What about 5?
Probably 7.
7.
So we are definitely going to have to get the hell out of here because I have to start
You
the grill.
you keep threatening that, but you just leave it on and we keep talking and it's entertaining. For
Well,
whatever
so
fucking
I
reason.
set up my stream deck and I need to make sure I got... Hold on.
Oh, you have a stream deck?
Wow, so you let the dog in there but not the cat? That's fucking rude.
Cat likes to sit on the keyboard and the mouse.
Maybe you should get used to it.
No, that is not the answer.
That is totally the answer.
No, cat hair in your keyboard is no one's friend. Just
I
so
got a
I'm
mechanical
clear.
keyboard. I don't have that issue.
I have that issue and I don't even have cats. Explain
personal-
yourself.
What?
I just
they make-
mail all of the cat hair to the ginger, and he puts it in your keyboard.
Well, they make
Miss
Rogaine
Mailer
for
a glitter
women.
bomb.
Look, I do not even allow my dogs upstairs. We got the gate before my granddaughter was here because I got tired of picking Kira's hair out of Bertha. That was an entirely selfish move. The dogs are not allowed upstairs at all.
You know,
And I don't-
Context is
you
Guy.
recommended a
weird.
gate to me
This
once.
this guy right here. Look at him look around.
What's the word? Because he's part poodle, so he's probably hypoallergenic.
He
Is that
looks
what it's called?
part.
Hypoallergenic.
He's a Bichon
fucking-
Frise. And
That's what I just
Kevin-
fucking
You said hyper.
I said hypo.
I will stand.
Anyway,
Sargeras.
when someone doesn't get attention, he likes to go upstairs and then get stuck up there because he doesn't like to come down the stairs alone. So he gets mad that no one's upstairs and he goes around and pisses on everything.
Why don't you just get a dog shoot?
I do the same thing when I'm stuck upstairs. Like, fuck.
Get a
no
little
one's gonna
dog-
help me.
get a
I'm gonna
little-
pee all over your bed.
Get a,
You're not invited to my house no more.
get a little dog. Why? You've had worse there.
That's true.
At least
You
Rem
haven't
cleans up
visited
after
yet.
himself. He might
No,
puke
I-
on your floor, but he'll clean it up when he's sober.
That's 2 things that you brought up today. That's just a shit. Damn it.
Was he drunk from that tequila I bought?
That's what you get for interrupting me, fucker. I have really bad heartburn. Okay, I'm really gonna end the show now. It's been over. But I gotta go heat up the grill.
Allegedly for the next episode.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I gotta heat up the grill because I avoided making my steak because I didn't want to be late for the show because I'm nice. This dude cried on TV, guys. He just cried on Grown Man TV. Let me stop the broadcast. Hold on, we're not talking politics. Hold on, I gotta stop the stream. Did it work?
Why you gotta bring this up?
Well, I found that
It's
actually
sad,
pretty.
but
I found
it's
that
like
wholesome.
awesome at the same time.
I wasn't gonna insult.
Allegedly.
What the fuck is the stop button?
I'm sorry.